Hello and welcome to the project bedroom. I've been renovating this bedroom I don't know how many times. Do you see me well? I don't know. Let's see. So anyway, I renovated this bedroom in the last 8 years, like I don't know how many times. And every time I'm doing this, I feel that something is not working. And I didn't understand exactly what is the problem and why it's so hard to arrange the furniture in this room. As you can see, we have a slope ceiling that can give a charm to a room, but it's also pretty hard to design and arrange the furniture inside. As I was looking and trying to find the best solution for the bed, for the closet, for the space that I need to organize, what I want to do in this bedroom is change the headboard that we currently have, because it's way too massive and it takes about 35 centimeters from the room space. And I was thinking I can do a slimmer one, higher and something nicer. But that means that I have to take care also of the base of the bed. And in order to remove the back, I have to take everything out, including the mattress and all the things that I have under the bed, because it's a bed with storage. And in the end I have to like open the entire bed if I want to take care of the base as well. So yeah, let's take care of the bed. So the headboard is out, and because it's so big, I just realized that will not fit in the elevator, and my husband will not be happy to carry this down 7 floors. So I'm thinking to cut it and try to maybe use some of the things that are inside. I don't even know what's inside, how it's built. Maybe I can use for the back side where I need to reinforce it, something that is already here inside. So let's go. Okay, so here we are after the section that I did to the bed. You wonder why I choose to do that. Well, I guess I needed to make my life harder in order to make my life easier later, because instead of building this back part that has to connect with the other 3 parts of the frame of the bed, and because anyway I was planning to throw away this old frame, I thought it's a good idea to open it, because anyway we cannot carry it through with the elevator. So 7 floors down, it's not a good idea to carry this. It's extremely heavy, and it was like so complicated made. care because, you know, I don't see that it's in the back. And I have already all those drilled things for the screws that I saved. So hopefully it'll be strong enough to hold the bed. Yeah, I guess this is one of the moments during the project when you ask yourself, have I just lost my mind? Probably did, but I guess it's too late now to cry over this. I know you would say, like, couldn't you just buy a new bed? Of course I could, but then I wouldn't have struggled, and that's the whole point, right? To struggle. And yeah, to struggle and in the end to have the satisfaction of a thing that you made with your own hands. So yeah, let's see how this will connect with the rest of the bed. For the bed frame, I used this material that I had from a bed cover that I bought a while ago. I didn't like the texture to cover myself with, but it was a pretty good color and texture for the bed frame. So I stapled everything up and down on top of the existing material that the bed frame had. I had to work around this metal frame because I didn't want to open the entire system of the bed, which was like quite complicated, and I had to improvise how to lift the bed so I can staple under. Yeah, pretty funny positions I had to work. Yeah, and some mommy time. This used to be the first material that I had that I thought is gonna be the base for the headboard. And after I cut it, I realized that it's too thick and it will be too heavy. So I went and I bought some plywood that is 12 centimeters thick. And the sponge that I got, it was 2 meters over 1 in one piece. Initially, I didn't want to have the headboard made from panels, but it was the only choice I had because the material that I had to cover the headboard, it was not a whole piece, so I had to improvise, and in the end I decided to make 3 panels, 2 larger ones on sides and the middle one smaller. So I had to cut the sponge to my sizes.
If you're wondering, the thickness of the sponge is 4 centimeters. And because I didn't want to have something too bulky, the batten that I got was really thick, so I opened it in 2 layers. So here's the batten, like really thick, and it was like really nice and fluffy, but it would have been too much for what I wanted, especially because I had to be very careful as the material was like right exactly the size, and I couldn't afford to, get to the end and realize that I don't have enough material to cover the whole baseboard. So I used the plate to cut the corners round because I thought it's gonna look better. Yeah, I should have realized this before gluing the sponge, but well, it is what it is. So here I unglued a bit the sponge, and I cut the corners with a jigsaw. So I apply the batter and then the material, and use like a million of staples to secure everything in place. I connected the panels with those wood strips, initially with a nail gun, and then I put some screws to secure everything better. And here I am doing my first French cleat. I used the old shelf that I had in the storage because it was, I think, an IKEA, had some edges with some support made from plastic, so I removed the edges. Then I cut the board in two, and each of those two boards I cut them at 45 degrees in order to get the French cleat.
So here we are in the, I don't know what number day of my bed transformation. I succeeded to do the base, and I built the headboard. And in order to connect it and leave some space for that electricity plug that I have there, and I really need it, I decided to use French cleat instead of hooks or another system. So it was my first time doing those kind of cleats. Basically, one is gonna be installed on the wall and the other one on the bed headboard. And it should be pretty easy, but I need to do a lot of calculation now where exactly I'm gonna hang it and how to align it perfectly to not be crooked. And then my carpet and I succeeded with the help of my girls to remove the old one, and it's gonna be a fun experience to put two connected to make the big one that I didn't find on stock. So hopefully today I'm gonna finish with the bed, because I need the space to move around and I can't because everything is out from this storage. So let's go.